Yo, what's up? Name is Jetleo1 and I managed to find the secret area finally. The Machina Refuge, but now that I actually found the area, it's time to leave the area and go up top to the first zebra bulkhead again. And go down to the end of the express elevator. So we've got to go all the way back across this gigantic battlefield. Probably why it's a bad idea to go and take a trek back. So find that secret area before you fight Jadeface. So we've got to go over there and take an express elevator up into the central factory, which is another large area inside the Mechonis. I think it was an inch. Oh, I realize now. There's a moving floor here. Okay. Okay. So, let's not waste time. Let's teleport back. Teleport back to the entrance, but this time take the fast floors. So that's what that was there for. They were blocked off earlier because it wouldn't be fair to fight Gadolt if you could just sling on over to him faster than a sniper shot could keep up with you. I think this is the fastest movement ability you have in the game. Is this right here, because this seems to be going faster than even the other ground movers. Look at the area fly by. It's so beautiful. That's one thing that will never stop being amazing to me, is whenever you're in a game with like really large areas and then you get a chance to move really fast. Because it has a large impact on just how the scale of the game, like how big the game feels, that when you go really fast, it just sets the scale. Also, look, we can see the sky. I don't think I noticed during the battle, or you know, the first time I played it all, I don't think I noticed that that area was open air. That's really cool. I like that. Although it is kind of weird, like why would the Mechonis just randomly be open? What do we connect to? Where are we? We're about to find out, because area introduction will be like, welcome to Central Factory. This is where you are on the... Okay, hello. That view. So that's Central Factory. That's pretty imposing. Port Terminal. I just thought about that. All the areas in Mechonis are like open air. Just as open air as the Bionis areas are. But it's all inside still. It's quite mind-blowing when you stop and think about it. Because even in real life, we humans do not have anything like this. And we probably never will. So just the idea of being able to be in like a huge space that you would consider open air, but it's still inside of something, is probably forever going to be mind-blowing to people. Because it just can't happen. And now we're in Central Factory, which also has epic music, but not as epic music as Mechonis Field. I think Mechonis Field is just more memorable because it's the first time you're fully in the Mechonis. And it's just very... It's an introduction of what's to come. And then Central Factory is like the middle thing.
Tread carefully.
Oh yeah, I remember the thought train I was trying to do earlier. Like, there's not many areas in the Mechonis. There's just this Mechonis Field in Agnaratha. But there's a lot. The areas are huge. And there's a lot of stuff to do in all of them. So it still balances out that you climb up to, like, Agnaratha at the top of the Bionis. But you still did a lot, even though the express elevators did cover a lot of the ground for you. Does not look like it will activate. So how do we get over there? Eponymous answer, you go around. That's this game's theme. Can't get straight to it, go around. So we need to go this way. I don't know if you can go to the right and achieve the same thing. It's easier to go to the left anyways because the quest marker is to the left. I'm not seeing. Let's see, when we get on this bridge, I'm going to look that way. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything off to the right, so you do have to go to the left. I think it just stops if you go to the right, so this is the proper way and probably the only way. And I like that the arms are just moving around up there. Man, this music is awesome. This game is just made of awesome music. So good. That's one thing that will make, like, 100% always make me love a game. Is great music. Like, I really did not like Sonic 06, but the music was great. That's pretty much how I describe it to everyone. It's like, I've played Sonic 06. That game was bad, but the music was awesome. So we have the control tower. Story memo? What was the story memo? I didn't pay attention to the quest there. In the middle of the factory is the Agnaratha teleporter. Who's trying to attack us? Faithful Lancelot. Who's your friend? The worst?
We can definitely
I'm gonna stab you. No. Let me stab you in the back. Bang. Alright, let's get an enchant and give us an actual shot. Shake her edge. Just stack on the ailments.
right behind you.
No mercy.
We're the best.
Backslash to the face.
Bunch of jokers.
Let's press on.
Affinity coin, treasure chest. Nothing too useful. So this is where I came from. This is where I need to go. I don't know whether he caused the door to open or the door just opened. So now we've got to use a barrier control panel over here. The Offensive Diary, which is a hilarious name. It's trying to get in our way, but it's not working. Hangar access panel. Barrier control panel. So there. Barriers down and we can regress. But we're not going to do that. Because I remember now I'm going to go and push the button for the hangar controls because that opens the doors around the room. And I believe there's something in one of them. That or there's just a bunch of unique enemies in there. Ah. That's what it does. It activates some Zords if you want to go train, I think. They might do more than just be there for power training. But I don't know. There's also some pickups in there. Mass-produced face, yeah. So I guess you can sit here and just level grind against the Zord knockoffs or just fight them for fun. I don't know. I didn't fight them. I just snuck in there and stole the items they had. Let's see. I think that's the way forward because of the elevator. But there's a room back here, so let's go explore. That's what this game is about, exploration. I said I was going to be direct with the story and not explore, but looks like I lied. There's lots of cool areas in this game. So defeat the beautiful Vagul. So yeah. Even though I say that you need to play this game yourself, and you really do, it would be a shame for me to just up and not show some of the cool stuff in the game.
Now we're pulling together.
Just not cool.
We can definitely do this.
So I'm going to show the cool stuff. There needs to be some combat too, so this does help. At least stay here with a fight does help that. Daze, backslash.
Everyone.
And then a side slash.
All right, now tear them up.
Got it. Get some good gems actually. Blaze attack 4, paralysis resist 4. And that did like nothing for EXP. So, let's just run. Let's not waste any more time. Because we killed the boss, we completed the quest. Not even the boss, we beat the unique, we cleared the quest. They're all trying to pile in through the door to chase us. But you won't catch us. And these guys don't care, so we just made a clean getaway. Thanks to linking Riki's run speed skill. That's a really good skill. When you get Riki, in my opinion, that should be the first skill that you, like the first skill tree you go to, look through the skill trees and get the one that gets faster movement and then link it onto everybody. Because most people's starting slot for linking with Riki's skills is the same type of slot as the run speed skill, so that means you can equip it on pretty much everybody immediately, and that's just great. So now we have to try to find a way to the top of the factory, and it kindly gives us a quest marker over here. I really have to wonder how Shulk just knows. Never mind, he can see the future. So that's probably what the quests, like the story quests, are, is him seeing the future and just telling you what you have to do. That's actually a really good bit of fridge brilliance that I probably should go put on TV tropes. It's like, how does Shulk always know about like the story quests and where everything is? Answer, he saw the future. And they just didn't take up your time with a quest this instance. M80 whatever watchtower. Monado enchant. Having to enchant every battle gets annoying really fast.
No one's gonna stop us.
Wild down. Wild down, do it.
Now is the right time. Come on.
Wild down, do it.
Use the chain attack. I'm really feeling it. Yes, I'm powering up. Final push.
Never mind, he's gonna stop looking at me and I'm gonna kill him with his last attack. Breaker hand 4. He's got the knockback strike.
Nothing like a good fight.
That's you, dead. Electrical fuse. That's 1 of 3. Now there's also a good point where you start getting really good armor. Like there we got the M100 Greaves. You start getting armor made out of Mechon parts, like what Ryan has on. And any of the armor that looks like it's made out of Mechon parts is usually, actually scratch that, is in every case the strongest of its time. There's very little that can mess with it. M108 Spade. Yeah, these things are dangerous. Those are going to be the things you're sitting there just running from when you're first doing this section. This is a pretty difficult. You know what? Let me just go ahead and say this. The entire Mechonis section in general is a pretty good difficulty spike over the Bionis section, but it does make sense because you are now in the enemy's homeland, so they can just sit there and produce a bunch of enemies to go fight you, and they've got their stronger ones protecting their base, protecting their home, stuff like that. And like you're not in a familiar land. It's just a very story fitting difficulty spike. And it's also not that bad of a difficulty spike. It's not like, oh, you now can't win anything. It's not like any of the boss fights in Tales of Symphonia. I really can't stand those things. At least the early ones. Now I've stopped getting wrecked by the bosses. Like, I'm being pretty good against the bosses now, but like at the beginning, like I just got destroyed by the bosses, and I didn't even know what I was doing. They were just like, well, let me scratch that. I knew what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong, but I was getting destroyed. I would go into battles with 10 life bottles, and then I would leave the battle with like a life bottle if I didn't get really wrecked and have no life bottles. And you have to wait for like 10 hours, no joke, to get resurrection on Rain, whereas in most other Tales games, probably because of this, because of how annoying that is, they made it in all the other games after it, you get resurrect or revive or resurrection or whatever quite fast, like within 3 or 4 hours, and then they just give you like a stronger one later. But no, you don't get resurrection until 10 hours in, a good ways in, past a lot of very dangerous bosses. So it's really not helpful. This is the guy. Offensive Scout. What, does he not have a hat? He's insulting the TF2 community. Mr. Scout. Alright, try to move behind him.
We can definitely do this. Yeah. Nice attack.
Bit of lag, but that does help with the timed things. Speaking of time, we got a timer. So now we have to go back to the weapon creation panel and create a weapon. Bit of a dirt moment. We need to make a bomb at the weapon creation panel. There's a treasure chest, but I don't want it because it's not silver class.
Let's keep this up.
Alright, reinforced jet, leave behind the crystals. Let me check my map. I think you have a teleport point for, yeah, the vent. So we can just... Port terminal. Control tower. Nice. So fast travel points right to where you need stuff. Bang. Explosive complete. And then you just fast travel back. I really love how this game handled fast travel. It did a very good job. I was about to say something about Tales of Xillia, but I think this actually does do the best fast travel. Pretty much only Skyrim can really compete with it. I don't know. I think they're about equal, because this game covers, you have the entrances and exits to all the areas, and then you have landmarks in the middle of it, but then Skyrim just has landmarks on the one big map. It's equal. I'm going to go with it's equal. There's not really a difference here. So Skyrim and this have the best fast travel options. Although it's a bit too bad that Skyrim doesn't give you like experience and ability points and whatnot for finding places, but since they really can't do anything with that because none of the skills tie into finding places, I guess it makes sense. There's nothing they could really reward you for in their system for finding places. Unlike in this game where I can just be like, hey, have some of all the important things for finding places. Hello? Large Mechon. You're in the way. Surprise quest. There's Mechon waiting to attack you. I think I have to. No, I don't have to. So let's get violent.
Okay, Ryan. What?
Open your eyes and witness your final demise. Terminus Pride. What?
Powering up.
Man, I can't. I swear, I played too many video games now. I can't hear anything without quoting something. Although, if I just stayed with reading books like I was set to go do before I went and got fully into like trying to beat backlog and whatnot, I would probably just start quoting books instead of games. It wouldn't make a difference. Look at all these enemies. Those enemies over there are about to come, yeah. Don't mess with us. I just make this a gigantic melee. Crisis response unit. Focus attack. Help me. Alright, we don't even take some damage because they can't really do anything. But we apparently need to kill them all for this quest, so let's just slug it out. Yeah, crisis response unit. Attack this guy. This is the guy we've got to kill for the quest so I can get the quest and then just run. Take my rewards and go. And this is a situation that goes and proves that you really need to focus on your positioning in this game. There's retrieve gear. It's good gear. March.
Too close. Right.
That's wrong with you.
Leave it to right.
Alright, John Band's in trouble. Let's heal him up.
I'm powering up. Take this.
These are some tough guys. But backslash will still wipe just about everybody.
I'm really feeling it. Yeah, now it's right time. I'm really feeling it. Yeah,
Well, I said I was just going to complete the quest, but let's go get these guys.
let's go.
And luckily, Monado enchant lasts a long time,
What I needed. Powering up.
which is very good. But I have all the Monado skills at 10, I believe, so
Pushing you at all.
it better be lasting a long time. Alright, let's just grab the silver chests and go. No reason to grab the lesser ones because they just contain like gems, which I can't pick up because I've hit max already, or like quest materials, and I'm not taking any quests. And I don't need the money to sell them. So yeah, first playthrough, make sure you pick up every single one of the little blue spheres you see, because they'll either be for quests or you can sell them for money. But I don't need to because I don't need money and I don't need quests. I'm qualified until the end of the game rolls around, and then at the end of the game rolls around and I'll still be fine. So we've got to turn off the barrier. Up there it looks like. We got to keep climbing around. You know, for what was once a living being, this thing is really well set up to be defensive against main characters. Gotta go around with lots of choke points for enemies to be in. But we can just walk past them, because we're so dangerous that nobody up until probably the very definitely final dungeon is gonna want to mess with us. Unless it's a scripted encounter like this one. We are basic enemies and we have come to fight you. Let us do battle. Rapid. I would like to end the video, but you guys got in the way and I didn't notice that it was at past 20 minutes until now. Alright.
Nice attack. Inspiration.
Get enchant so they stop being useless. There we go. Your teammates are good, but they're not good enough to be able to win fights at 1 damage.
Definitely do this.
Ow, don't punch me. It's not nice. Oh, he stunned me. And unlike most games, mashing buttons doesn't help at all in this.
Yeah, I'm not quitting you. Thank you, Dunbar. Now it's right time. Monado, lend us your power.
Alright, because Monado enchant is pretty easy to get, I'm just going to go use Buster and destroy everything in my way.
Yeah, nice going.
Very. They're not very dangerous.
Split edge. I'm really feeling it.
I mean, look at that. And it dropped a gold chest. Okay. Well then, little fairy. Thanks for the loot, bro.
Can definitely do this. I'm really
Okay. So then,
nice job. Let's press on.
alright. I got full Monado gauge, so I could just backstab him. Shilpala gloves, Machina biter. That's a lot of good gear, actually. Quite a bit of good gear. Alright. So this has been Jetleo1, and I will see you next time as we go up yet another elevator. See you then.